And now it's time for Tony in the Trenches.
Tony, I'm thinking of investing in an IRA, but I don't know whether to do a Roth IRA or a regular IRA because I don't know the difference between the two. Could you explain that for me, please?
When you get into IRAs, Roth IRAs, the IRA is what we call a deductible asset. So if you put the money in, it's pre-tax. The problem with that is, John, when you pull it out of there, you got to pay taxes. The Roth, on the other hand, you pay the tax now, but when you take the money out down the road, it's tax-free. The first thing I like to do when I'm working with trying to deal with a question like this, it would have to be how much current savings do they have and what is their current income tax bracket. But I like to use the example, we're in Louisville, Kentucky, or any big city has parking garages. I like to use the example of a parking garage to answer this question. Let's say, John, you had never seen a parking garage before. You're driving downtown Louisville here and you pull in and you whip in there and you push a button and get a ticket and you pull into the parking garage. It didn't cost you to get into the garage, did it?
Nope.
And how long could you stay in the garage?
As long as you'd like.
Okay, great. And you're excited. You've been in there 3 days. You've been gallivanting around Louisville. You find your car and you drive out. And you notice there's a gate there, and a guy's standing at the gate. Of course, you don't know what's going on, and you pull up, and he wants to see your ticket. Why does he want to see your ticket? What's he looking for?
You owe him money.
And what's he looking for?
He's looking for you to pay your parking.
How long you've been in there, too,
how long
right?
You've been in there, exactly how long. That's true. It's going to change.
The longer you've been in there, what? The more you got to pay.
Okay, sure.
So see, an IRA is the same way. It feels good because while your money's in the 401k or the deductible IRA, you don't have to pay anything. And you can stay in there as long as you want. In fact, the more it grows, the more it feels better. But when you leave the IRA parking garage, the government's standing there with a gate down and they get their toll money. And it's going to be based, here's the problem, on what kind of car you're driving, how long you've been in there, and what your tax bracket is. Now the Roths, okay, so you learn about that and you say, I don't know if that's a good deal or not because I don't know what the taxes are going to be, right?
Sure.
Now, let's say you go into the Roth parking garage, brand new garage, you pull in there. This is different though because there's a man standing as soon as you pull in the garage. You with me?
Sure.
So you ask him, what's going on? And he says, I need 20 bucks for you to park in here. Now at first you might say, well, that sounds like a lot of money. What's the catch? No catch. And what if the man said, I tell you what, Mr. Ramsey, $20 and you can stay in this garage as long as you want, and when you leave, no more fees, no more penalties, no more nothing.
That sounds good.
Sounds pretty good because the reason is, John, it gives you the flexibility to stay in there as long as you want.